Let me tell you a story. Just pull out one of the clients without calling their names. It's taking a woman in a wheelchair living in the park. She and her husband in a raggedy wheelchair. She can't walk. We found her, and she needed warm clothing and food. Food and clothing in a wheelchair was a major thing for her, and she was so grateful. You would think that, we had just bought her a new home. Wish we could have. But we are touching the lives of folks who have, I call them, who live in the shadows, who most of us could not realize the situation. Kids that are going to school without the proper even clothes. Elderly folks that have nowhere else to turn, and they have to decide whether they're going to buy medicine or do they pay their bills. And while we have not money for bills, we certainly can help sometime to get the medicine or whatever we can do. And many times it's out of our pocket. We just pin it together here to do it. I could go on for a number of times and tell you a number of stories of people that we see every day, that are desperately. You can't imagine. Sometimes it's hard for you to sit at the table with a table full of food and think about somebody who's don't even have a table to sit at. So sometimes it's getting tables and chairs to a family of children, or diapers to a baby who's been born into a situation he or she didn't create. Or it can be going out to a home, and we try not to do that unless we just have to make sure an elderly person has food and clothing. Or if they don't have utilities, trying to find ways, or other agencies in town that would take care of it. We coordinate what we do with the other agencies. So if we can't do it, we try to work with them in such a way or we do work with them in such a way as they could, they can come in and help us out. It is not easy out there now. People are saying you have this and you have that. That's not the truth. Some people have it, but 95% of the people we see do not have it. And these are not just, I'm not even talking about the homeless and the folks we go on the street to give coats to when it's cold. I'm not talking about those. Those things we do also. But I'm talking about people who are trying to live, who have lived a good life, worked all their life, and they are sometime between getting a check or getting on disability. Young and old whose health is failing. Sick people, hurting. And we are terribly concerned about it. And we're concerned about helping people to get on their feet so that they don't be in that need. And we do that. If we can find a job for them, we'll do that. That's why we asked around for jobs, and we send them to jobs where if they can get an interview, we'll even help them dress for an interview. You name it, from the cradle to the grave, we are there for you.